Very good morning. Today's topic is Norman's goal of executions. After this topic, you will get idea about Norman's goal of executions. That is a model which explains how we execute on work, and just after execution, how do I evaluate that work. Okay, so it is basically whenever you perform a work, how do we perform the work, and after just performing the work, how do evaluate that how much we have performed accurately. So first, normal rule for executions. So at the first half we have to execute something. So first step, you have to decide the goal. Before execution anything, you have to decide what is your goal. From that goal, you have format you have forming some intention activity. So to achieving the goal, what are the activity you have to perform, that you have to be decided in this step. The next step is you have to perform the sequence of actions. So you have to perform some kind of work that you can achieve the intention, and then actually you have to perform the real actions. Okay, and where you have performed the action, you have performed the action into the world. So let's discuss this same thing using an example. So the first step is formation of goal. So that is, you have to something to be achieved. You can start with a very imprecise way. Suppose I am considering make a nice meal. This is my goal. So just before the starting the cooking, I am thinking that okay, this is Sunday. I will prepare some good meal or nice meal. Then you have to go for forming the intention. So goal must be transformed into a intention. So goal is basically very abstract level. So that is a nice meal. Then in the case of forming intention, you have to specifying the goal with a specific statement. Okay, that have been satisfied your goal. Suppose make a chicken casserole. So that is I'm thinking, okay, so my goal is prepare a good meal, and after that I am thinking that okay, what will be the good meal? Okay, let's say make a chicken casserole. So this is a good meal. Okay, so now in the phase of intention, I am specifying the goal. So goal is a very abstract level, and then I have specified the goal. In our life, we have set some goal. Okay, I will be a very big man. Then I have specified that how I will be a big man. Okay, I will be a big doctor. Okay, so in that way, you can specify forming a intention. Then you have to specify a action sequence. So what to be done in the world? Okay, so there you have to decide the precise sequence of operation that must be performed to effect the intention. So then you have to decide what will be the step you need to perform. So like example, defrost the frozen chicken, open the can. Okay, so to prepare the chicken, first you have to take the chicken. Okay, you have in the you have listed the actions. Okay, then you have execute the actions. Actually you are in this phase, we are doing something. So putting the action sequence into effect on the world. So actually opening the can. Okay, now we are start the preparation of the chicken. Okay, so basically initially you have set a goal, Then you have set a intention, that intention how we achieve the goal. So basically that is specifying more accurately your goal. Then you have decided some action sequence, okay, and lastly you have executed the actions. Then after execution the action, what happened? You have performed the action into the world, then you perceive the state of the world. So after performing, the something will be changed. Okay. Whenever you are preparing the meat chicken, okay, after preparing, the chicken is in prepared state. So previously it was in raw state and it is changed into the prepared state. So something in the world is changed. Then you perceive the state of the world. Then what you have to do? Interpret the preparations. Okay. So we have prepared the chicken. After preparing, you have perceived the chicken. Okay. So yeah, how we have perceived? Through some smell. Okay. Through some tongue. Okay. Then you have interpret. Okay. And then you evaluate the interpretations. Okay, it is tasty. Oh, okay, it is a bit spicy. Okay, so that is the evaluation of the interpretations, and then you compare how much you have achieved your goal. Okay, so how much it is good, then you compare. So let's continue with the example. The first stage is perceiving the state of world, perceiving what is the actually happened. Example: experience of smell, taste, and look of the prepared material. So by these things we can perceive, okay, whether this chicken is cooked or not. Then you have to interpret the perception. So trying to make sense of perception available. Example: putting those perceptions together to presence in the sensory experience of chicken casserole. Okay. So what is perception? Perception means basically you perceiving something. Okay. Then you have to interpret the perceptions. Interpret the perception is basically happened from your brain portion. Okay. So whatever the taste you have received through your tongue or through your smell, then you have to interpret these things, whether it is bitter or whether it is something else. Then you have to evaluate the interpretations. So comparing what happened with what was wanted. Actually, how do you decide that okay, this chicken preparation is good or not? So if you eat the things first time, you cannot say that it is good or bad. Okay, whenever we are saying that it is good or bad, we are basically comparing with others. Okay, so in the case of evolution of interpretations, you have compared with the chicken whatever we have previously eaten. So did the chicken casserole match up with the required meal of the nice meal? So actually sometimes you have not maybe not eat this kind of chicken, okay, but still able to you compare because you may have eaten the different preparation of the chicken. So you may consider that whether it is comparable or not. You may decide whether it is a good meal or not. So from in this step. So jointly, these are two different goals. One goal is execution, another goal is evolutions. Another goal is evolution. So jointly, this is called Norman's two Gulf. Okay. So now, up to this point, we have discussed about any general topic, how to prepare the food. Okay. Now, how it is comparable with your computer science. Okay. Let's say if you use any kind of interface, first you have to decide what job you will done on that interface. Okay. Suppose I have open a website for railway ticket booking. So first I have to decide, I have to book a ticket. Then you have to decide what are the intention of the act. So firstly, you have to log in. Then for login, you have to decide it. You have to remember what is the your username and password. After that, you have to type that username and password. After typing, something is happened. This password may be matched or may not be matched. That things you have to perceive, okay, whether you are able to log in or not log in. Then you have to, after parsing, you have to interpret. Interpretation will be done in this stage, whether you are able to log in or not log in. Then you have to evaluate the interpretations. That in this particular example, evaluation and interpretation both are same, and if any comparison cases came, then evaluation and interpretation is different. So in that way, any kind of work, if you consider in low level in computer, they are also follow the normal rule of execution sequence. Okay, so this sequence can be used to predict how much time may be required for executing a particular task. So another example, imagining you are sitting and reading in a evening. You decided that you need to more light, need to require more light. That you establish the goal to get more light. So here the goal is getting more light. From there, you form an intention to switch on lamp. Okay. So your goal is getting more light. Okay, because you are reading something in the evening time. Then your intention is you have to switch on the desktop lamp. So you specify some action to reach over and press the switch lamp. If someone else is there, then you maybe ask him to switch on the light. Otherwise, you have to perform some kind of action. Some kind of action means you have to go there and you have to press the key to switch on the light. Then when you execute this action, you perceive the result. Either the light is or it is not. You are interpret this based on your knowledge in the world. If the light does not come, you may interpret that indicating bulb has blur or lamp is not plugged into the main. So you may formulate for the new goal. So two things can be happened whenever you press the switch. The light can come or light cannot come. If light cannot come, okay, then what may happen? Maybe bulb was blur. Okay, that means the focus of the bulb, okay, the intensity of the bulb is less, or lamp is not plugged into the main. And if you then as per the things, you have to formulate for the new goal. If it is not plugged into the mains, then how you will be plugging to the main, that will be your goal. If the light does came, you will evaluate new state according to the original goal. What will the state? Whenever you perceive some light, you may think that is it an light or not. Okay, if it is an enough light, then cycle is completed. So any kind of activity you can express with the normal rule for execution and evaluations. First you have execute, then you have evaluate. What you evaluate, how good you will execute, that thing can be evaluated. So for further reading, you can go with this book, The Psychology of Human Computer Interaction, written by Card, Moran and Noel. For any query, you can mail me in my mail ID. So mallow.post@calcutta university edu.in. Thank you for listening my lecture.